Kelly with the Center for Michigan Jewish Heritage, and we're back with another episode of Out of the Box, a Bisel of History. As we heard in a previous episode, Bethel's cemetery journey began with a corner plot in the larger historic Elmwood Cemetery. But late in the 19th century, with Detroit's population and businesses growing, Bethel saw a need to expand their options. The congregation wanted more space and the opportunity to purchase larger family plots, a desire that couldn't be really accommodated at Elmwood. So they purchased another section somewhere else. Which brings us here to Woodmere, in Detroit, located at Fort and Woodmere. In the cemetery log created in 1873, the first line reads that this, quote, Section F North in Woodmere Cemetery was dedicated by Reverend D. Whitner on Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock, November 16, 1873, in the presence of many members of the congregation. Of course, the congregation refers to Bethel, who, as you heard, started their contract here with Woodmere in 1873, and where many prominent members of Jewish Detroit would find their eternal resting place. Bethel would continue to add sections for members as the population grew. We have in the Feckheimer family file a certificate of ownership from the Corporation of Woodmere Cemetery that belonged to Morris Feckheimer. The document stated that Morris had purchased lot number 48 in section North F, quote, containing 576 square feet for the purpose of burial, for which Morris had paid $86.40. It was signed on the 25th of August in 1873. The bottom of the certificate has the seal of Congregation Bet-El, spelled B-E-T, which was the original name in the 19th century, as well as the seal for Woodmere Cemetery Corporation. So 1873, the year Bethel purchased the section, and at the time, 570 square feet of burial ground cost, in today's dollar, $2,000. Today, that's the amount similar to the cost of just one plot in many local cemeteries. But back then, it got you a whole family section. Something that makes Woodmere unique in our cemetery journey is the mausoleums. While some families chose classic family sections, others went for these gorgeous mausoleums with a family name carved at the top. When these were first built, they had beautiful stained glass doors and fancy doors. You can even see some of the stained glass still on there. This could easily be a segment about every single one of these families. So many of them were the movers and shakers of Detroit in their time. But since this is a Bisel of history, I'll just mention a few of the many incredible people that helped build our community. As we mentioned, Morris Feckheimer was buried here. He was the head of Feckheimer Brothers, a liquor wholesaler, and he was also a truly beloved community member. It was said that his funeral had 60 carriages in the procession. Also here is Jacob Silberman, the first president of Michigan's first Jewish congregation, Bethel. There's also Ida Koppel, one of the founders of the Fresh Air Society, known today as Camp Tamarack, a gem of a community institution that this year celebrates its 120th anniversary in 2022. There's Rabbi Leo M. Franklin, the rabbi of Temple Bethel from 1899 to 1941, who did many things for the city and the Jewish community, including banding together the United Jewish Charities, a precursor to the Jewish Federation of Metro Detroit. And the list goes on and on. Though we now have the newer Bethel Memorial Park, we can still return to these grounds and appreciate the generation that took that basic, important foundations built by the ones before them and brought it to the next level, creating lasting institutions that would support the community that we know and love today.